In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this cable and lace stitch on a double bed knitting machine. If you would like to download the chart for this stitch and a chart for a more complex version of it, you will find that on my Patreon. By doing so, you are also supporting my channel so I can continue making videos like this one. Without the support of my lovely patrons, these videos would truly not be possible. Thank you so much to everyone supporting me there. With that being said, let's just jump into this tutorial. Here is the needle formation that I have. You can have any other needle formation if you want, depending on how you want to use this stitch. We will be working with these stitches in the center. You can see that I have 6 needles in work on main bed, 2 in work on river bed, and then again 6 needles in work on main bed. And you want to have at least 2 stitches on either side on a river bed. That can serve as a border for the stitch and make the design just pop out and be more visible. As long as you have at least 2 stitches here, you should be fine. As you can see, I have 6 on either side, and here I have some 2x2 rib. It's really entirely up to you how you want to use the stitch. I'm sure it's going to look very nice anyway. However, you don't want to have too many repeats next to each other, as when we are forming the cables, there could be too much tension. So ideally you want to leave a few more stitches in between. I really hope that made sense, but let's get into it. These are the tools that I will be using for this demonstration. You can see that I have a 3 and a 1 prong tool and a 3 and a 2 prong tool. We will begin transferring using a 3 prong tool, and I'll transfer the 3 stitches closest to the stitches that serve as a border. And I'm going to transfer them all together, 1 stitch to the right. And I will do the same on the other side. We'll make sure that I will place the needle that I just emptied back in work, and I will knit 1 row. We'll continue with another transfer, this time moving 1 stitch closer to the center. So here I'm skipping 1 stitch and then transfer the next 3, again 1 stitch to the right. We'll do the same on the other side, skip the first stitch on the edge and transfer them 1 stitch to the left, knit 1 row, and then continue. With every transfer, we're moving 1 stitch further from the edge. Again, knit 1 row. For the next transfer, I'm not going to use a 3 prong tool, I'm going to use a 2 prong tool instead. Because again, I'm moving 1 stitch further, and now I only have 3 stitches left here. And I will do the same on the other side. You can see that we couldn't transfer with a 3 prong tool here. I'm going to again knit 1 row. And lastly, I'm going to transfer using a 1 prong tool instead. So after this last transfer, again, I'm going to knit 1 row, and I'm going to repeat everything that I did once more, beginning transferring from the edge using a 3 prong tool and knitting 1 row in between every transfer. Next, we will change the direction of the transfers, again, beginning using a 3 prong tool. I'm going to transfer the 3 stitches closest to the center, all together 1 stitch to the right, and we'll do the same on the other side, transfer them all together 1 stitch to the left. Again, I'm making sure to leave those needles in work, and I will knit 1 row. And again, just like before, with every transfer, we are moving 1 stitch further from the center this time. We will be doing again 3 transfers using a 3 prong tool, and then for the last 2, we will be using a 2 and a 1 prong tool. And again, we will be doing that twice. I finished one set of transfers and I'll begin another one. And here, after completing the last transfer, we will be knitting 5 rows. Next, we will be doing 2 cables, and it is as we would create a closed pair of cables when we have 2 cables that cross towards each other. I'm going to grab the 6 stitches on the right side, and I will form a left cross cable where I cross to the left first, or here towards the center. And on this other side, we will be forming a right cross cable, so I'm crossing to the right first. Here's where things can get a little bit tight, especially if you are creating too many repeats next to each other or too close to each other. So here's where you have to kind of juggle how you're going to do that, or consider staggering the repeat to avoid that tension. I pull the needles all the way out to avoid any accidents, and I'm going to knit 10 rows. Next, we will be forming again 2 more cables. This time they will be crossing in the opposite direction. So here we will be doing a left cross cable where we are crossing to the left first or away from the center. And we will mirror that on here where we are doing a right cross cable where we are crossing to the right first or away from the center. I made sure to again pull the needles all the way out, and I will be knitting 5 rows again. And we officially completed 1 repeat of the pattern. I'm going to quickly do another repeat. If you'd like to download the chart for this stitch, which I think it's really, really cute, you can do that on my Patreon. If you do not wish to be tied to a membership, you can just purchase this one post where you have the chart attached below. So you can just do that if you wish. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoy this stitch and you will give it a try. As always, don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!